All right, welcome. I'm so excited to have you on this training today. I'm going to show you exactly how you too can start making 500k to 3 million naira from e-commerce by selling little known products using what I call the NPM tripod formula. This is the same formula one of my students, Harry, used to consistently generate himself 6 figures monthly, and in 6 months he was able to gift his wife a car. Amazing, isn't it? Now, not just him. Here is Catherine, who was amazed after she generated her first million naira from her e-commerce business using the same formula. I'm about to share this with you, all right? And guess what, guys? This happened during COVID-19 period when everyone was crying of hunger and lack. My point is, I'm going to blow your mind if only you stay with me in this training. Now, in case you're wondering, who is this guy? My name is Jonathan Melody, and I started my e-commerce journey some 7 years ago, and for the past 4 years, I have been making 7 figures monthly and consistently from my e-commerce business. And in the last 2 years, I have taught over 25,000 persons, and many have recorded breathtaking results following what I teach. Now, I'm also the author of 10x e-commerce secrets, a book you must read, by the way, if you haven't done so. The launch of this book literally set the internet on fire because of the value I dished out for free and with a 5-star rating. So once again, I want to say welcome. Before I continue, I want to acknowledge the presence of every one of you here. You will agree with me that time is the most valuable resource that we have. So thank you. I appreciate you for taking your time to be here on this training, and I will do everything in my power to make it well worth your time. Okay, by the end of this training, you are going to discover the NPM tripod formula the highly respected e-commerce experts use to launch very successful and profitable e-commerce businesses. This formula is what gives them the unfair advantage in their e-commerce business, in the e-commerce industry. You are going to discover what it is that they do to generate their big paydays, and what it is that you can be doing as well if you want to follow in their footsteps. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why is there so much talk on the internet about e-commerce? Why should you even consider e-commerce? A lot of people call it mini importation, all right? There are a lot of businesses out there. Why e-commerce, right? Now, number one, you don't need a physical store to start your e-commerce business. You don't have to buy products in bulk. You don't need to be where your customers are before you can sell to them. You don't even need a website to get started. You can easily make as much as 1,500% gain with e-commerce, and you can easily scale your business. And the interesting part of this is that you can start with as little as 50,000 naira. You see, I consider e-commerce the perfect business for anyone. Listen, this is the oldest form of business that has remained strong and keeps growing each year, even in the face of economic meltdown and depression. You see, if you want to start a successful and profitable e-commerce business, there are 3 steps you must take. I will share them with you very soon, by the way. And if you stay with me till the end of this training, I'm going to give you access to my list of top 30 evergreen perfect e-commerce products that are guaranteed to generate you between 500k to 3 million naira in profit in the next 90 days. But you have to stay with me to the end. Okay, now in case you're doubting if this is possible, I want you to listen to Jade, who is one of my students and had the opportunity to access a list of products which I shared some time ago. I wanted to just listen to it.
My name is Jake Joseph Suleiman from 10X. 3 weeks ago, Mr. Jonathan gave us an offer. So I cashed in on the offer, and within 2 weeks now, one of the products I tested has generated close to 100 sales. Close to 100 sales, we're looking at over 800,000 naira from just one funnel and one product. And I already set up the funnel for the second product, and I'm confident that that also is going to sell real quick and real hot. So if one funnel could generate that much, I wonder how much all the funnels combined together can generate. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for the offer again. Thank you so much.
Incredible, isn't it? Just imagine generating an extra 800k in profits for just 2 weeks. I want you to imagine what you will do with an extra 800k in your bank account right now. Just imagine. Will you change school for your kids? Probably make a deposit for the land you've always wanted. Or maybe take your wife on a vacation. This is what I call the unfair advantage, guys. And by the end of this training, you will have learned how to start and launch a very profitable e-commerce business from home, even in your pajamas. Also, at the end of this training, I'm going to make you an offer that will help you get the best results with what I'm going to share with you in this training. So, guys, this is the perfect business for anyone. Now, why do I even see this business as the perfect business? There are 3 reasons or prominent reasons why I consider e-commerce as the perfect business. Number 1, unbelievable profit. There's unbelievable profit in selling physical products. If you know how to select them, by the way, I'm talking about profits to up to 1,500%. For instance, here is an example of a product that I bought for $3. That's about 1,000 naira thereabout. I sold it for 12,500. That's almost over 1,000% profit, right? Now, isn't that amazing? Imagine making 1,000% profit. What will that mean for you, right? Will your spouse look at you differently? Now, number 2 is it's a straightforward business model. It's not complicated unlike all those other online business models out there. Once you have the right information, by the way, find the market that is in demand, find a product hot in demand, import and sell it for 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, 10 times, or more times what you paid for it. You don't have to master 1 million things either to make this work for you. Here is one of my students making 300,000 naira profit within 3 months of getting started. She started with just 30k, right? With no prior experience on the internet whatsoever. She has never done internet marketing in her life ever, right? She's what I call a total newbie. Now, isn't this awesome? For someone who has never done this before, right? Now, imagine an extra 300k in your bank account, What would you do with it? Okay, what would it do for you? Number 3 is you can do it from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are or where you live. All you need is an internet connection, a device, and the right information. And you can do this while wearing your pajamas right in your parlor or your room. A lot of people say, oh, they have to be in Lagos for them to be able to run an e-commerce business. But here is Kazban, who is a student of mine. He doesn't live in Lagos, by the way. But see what he's doing. Look at what he said. I bought 50 packs of a product and have all of them sold out already with just 5,000 naira spent on ads. Can you see that? And guess what? He also plans to make an extra 5.5 million in the next 4 months. He has a plan, right? So you see, your location isn't a barrier to running an e-commerce business. Here are some people who actually do big numbers with e-commerce. Here is a friend, a very good friend, Deji. He did over 13 million naira last year. Here is Precious. He did over 18 million naira last year. Of course, an underdog, Malaki, he is the guy who doesn't really come up or come out in the limelight, right? He did over 200 million naira last year. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And of course, yours truly is amongst the list of players, all right? In 2019, I did over 25 million naira with my e-commerce business. So, in case you're thinking, you think this thing is for me now, this is for you if you want to earn some extra income on your own time, on your own schedule, on your own terms. All right. If you want to work directly with the manufacturers to buy products, import your products, then that is something you want to actually go into, right? You want to really listen to me. If you want to skip over wasted time and not lose money, then you want to pay attention in this training, okay? If you want to learn how to make sales quickly, you need to have a pen and paper somewhere and listen to what I'm going to say to you, what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to share with you, all right? So before we dive really deep into today's training, I need you to do something. I need you to do something for me. I want you to grab or share, get your writing pads, go off social media, put off your phones, unless that's what you're using to listen to me right now. What I want you to do is get rid of every form of distraction. My voice should be the only one that you hear at this point. I need your undivided attention so you can get all that I'm about sharing with you, all right, in this training. Guys, I want you to imagine you making 7 figures monthly from the comfort of your home. What will it do for your life, right? Will you be able to provide adequately for your family? Will you be able to spend more time with your loved ones? Will you be able to assist your husband financially? Will you be able to contribute to charity when the need arises? I bet you will, right? And that would be pretty exciting, don't you think? Just imagine the feeling when people are called to contribute and your name is among because they know that you are capable. Now, also my lawyer said that anytime I'm doing trainings like this, I need to have this disclaimer, all right? So you must know that the results I am sharing are not typical. Most people who attend trainings like this one right now don't make money ever, right? Simply because they don't really put in the work, right? You can't achieve what I have achieved or what I still achieve or what some of my students and other persons I share their result in this training have achieved if all you do is get this information I'm about sharing with you and then you keep it in your information showroom. One thing you must know is that I work hard. So you must put what I share with you into action if you want to see results. Listen, you cannot just sit on a couch watching Netflix and expect to lose weight. It's impossible, right? You have to eat right. You have to use the gym. You have to work out. That's how you lose weight. And it's the same thing in business. It applies to business as well. You must put in the adequate work for you to see results. Another thing I must tell you is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme like the pyramid schemes that are flying around. MMA is one that did a lot of Nigerians willy, all right? So this is not something that you put in 20,000 naira and expect 200,000 the next week. So if you are the type who is looking for a get-rich-quick scheme opportunity, please, I want you to stop at this moment. Just stop watching. Close this window, all right? And go continue with whatever it is that you were doing before you came on here. I want you to understand that this is real business, okay? A business that can take you from being a zero to becoming a hero. So if you're listening to me right now, and probably you have tried importation before, you've tried e-commerce before, and then you had some success, and then all of a sudden things turned around and nothing was happening anymore. You failed. All right. Or maybe you're at a point in your life where it seems everything is on a standstill, just like this my student before she came in contact with me, and now she was able to get a contract of 1 million naira to supply products with a profit of 410,000 naira. Right? Here is what she said. Said, I started mini importation in October, reading through Nairaland, got agents, settled on one, and I love everything where, so I knew that's my niche. Did my first importation and ended up buying mostly fine rubbers and some bags. It was a huge loss. This is what a lot of people do, right? Now, then I stumbled on Coach advert and decided to subscribe. From then to now, November, between November and December, I have been able to turn my initial 220k capital to 630k just selling offline and on my Facebook page. No adverts. Now I've gotten a contract to stock someone's wife's shop because he saw what I was selling. Isn't that great, guys? What do you think an extra 400,000 can do for you? All right. So my point is, I understand how you feel. In fact, we might even have a lot in common than you think. All right. And since we're going to be spending some time together in today's training, will it be okay if I quickly share with you my story so you know exactly how it all happened, how I transitioned? All right. By the way, that is me putting on the white lab coat right there. I hadn't eaten all day when that photo was taken. The year was 2013. I had just finished from a physiological practical class in Delta State University. I remember not being able to concentrate during the practical class. All right. You know that moment you are so hungry and all you can think about is how you are going to survive the night. You can't seem to hear any other voice around you, but that loud voice inside you saying, "My guy, I die you there." So that was exactly what happened to me during the class that particular day. I had just finished spending my 10,000 naira monthly allowance. That's about $25, by the way. This happened like 2 days before, and as that guy in the photo was talking to me, all I was thinking about was rushing back to the hostel, hoping to meet food. However, my expectations were shattered when my roommate Michael told me he was even more hungry than I was. At that moment, it dawned on me that I was on my own, all alone. I had no one to call on for help, not in school, and definitely not at home, where my parents didn't even expect to hear from me for at least another month. Okay, so I went to bed that night drinking sokis. Now, in case you don't know what sokis is, here is a photo of sokis. All right, I remember being buried in thought that night, with my stomach rumbling. Things were not working. At that point, God knew I had tried different things, from selling browsing tricks to pay-per-click to blogging. You know, I designed my first website using a mobile phone then in 2012. Now, nothing worked, but I was spending money on data every month. Have you ever been at a point in your life where you feel like just giving up and taking whatever comes because you've done all you can, still nothing was working? I was at that point. Now, when my monthly allowance finally came, what I first did was what every normal human being will do. That's buy some foodstuff, all right? And when I bought some food, and then of course I bought some data, right? And that was when I saw an email in my inbox talking about buying products from China and making lots of cash, or selling them here in Nigeria. And it was a PDF, by the way, that I could download right away. But there was only one problem. It was selling for 5,000 naira. I don't have money, I cried to myself that day. After buying foodstuff and data, 5,000 naira was the money left of my allowance for that month. I was stuck between making a decision for myself at that moment. Either I take a risk and use the remaining part of my monthly allowance for the month to purchase this training, or I save it and then let the chance go. So what did I do? I decided to take the risk. I reasoned that since I already had some food stored up, even if the book was sharp and I lost the 5,000 I paid for it, it will not be the end of my life, right? Of course, it's 5,000, okay? It was a gamble, yeah, but not one that was devastating or life-threatening. So I did, and it was one of the biggest decisions that changed my life. You see, no one cares how much you cry until you are successful to them, all right? The government wants you to pay tax to them. Your church wants you to pay tithe. Your mosque wants you to make donations and give alms. Your family and friends want you to support them. And until you do, they will not truly care for you or respect you. That's just it. So I knew I needed to make money, not for all these people, by the way, but for myself. I wanted financial freedom, right? I wanted to live in a great neighborhood. I wanted to get married, right? To be able to provide for my family. I wanted to take vacations abroad, to build a house. I wanted to be successful, and e-commerce made it a possibility. Today I live in my own duplex. I have gotten married to the love of my life, vacation in Dubai. I have my own car. You see, like most people, I usually didn't get it right with e-commerce at first. I still remember that fateful day in 2013. I made what I call the worst decision of my lifetime. I had invested all I had with me on a wristwatch. I had gone to AliExpress to make a purchase. As the book said, the more products you have to sell, the more money you can make, which wasn't totally wrong. But that's not the first thing I needed for me to make more money. And that's not the first thing anyone needs to make more money. So I made the purchase of this wristwatch with high expectations, and I was waiting for the arrival of these wristwatches and then become a student millionaire. All right, and guess how many pieces of this wristwatch I had bought? I purchased 200 pieces of this wristwatch, and you know what? No one bought the wristwatch except for a friend who bought for his girlfriend and a girl who I had a crush on back then in school. She knew I had a crush on her, so she never paid for the wristwatch, of course. Okay. The thing is, no one actually requested for the wristwatch. But check it out. The wristwatch looks beautiful, isn't it? This wristwatch is beautiful. And that was the reason I had bought it. And because I thought it's beautiful, I thought people would love it. You see, what I didn't know back then was that you don't buy a product just because it is beautiful or because you like it. Rather, you buy a product because there is a market or a demand for it. I want to repeat that again, right? You buy a product because there is a demand or a market for it. You don't buy a product because it looks beautiful. It looks amazing to you. All right. So what I did was I decided to go back to my old ways of selling. That is looking for people who need products. That's going for the market now, right? Now going for the market. And what happened was it wasn't easy finding people to buy products anymore. So I became discouraged, and I was put out of business. This all happened in 2013, by the way. And in 2014, I got a mini importation course from a friend, Sunday. Um, he's a friend I met on Facebook, by the way. But I was still scared to start all over again because of my past experience. So in 2015, I moved down to Lagos, and that was when Sunday paid me a visit, showed me certain figures, and with the fact that I am a creative person and he is a great researcher, we went into partnership. We decided on a product which is a hair growth product. In our first week, I did over 300,000. I was so excited at the results. In 2 months, I have done over 3 million naira, and suddenly, it happened suddenly. My business started going down again. The thing is, if you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always gotten. These are Tony Robbins' words. So what I did was I began looking for a solution, and that was when I met my mentor Ronald in Zimora, who told me that what I'm doing was wrong. Here are his words, by the way. He said, "You are going about it the wrong way, Jonathan. You can't build a business that way." Those were his exact words. And he introduced me to the 3-step funnel, and in a month I was able to do over 2 million just by applying that 3-step funnel. And today my whole business, my whole e-commerce business is built around funnels. You see, you can't build or sustain a business that doesn't have a continuous inflow and access to customers. This is what most gurus are not telling you. And today I want to show you how I do this and how you too can do this. All right, even if you've never done this before. I know. I understand that anyone can easily teach this, all right? In fact, it's likely that one of the gurus out there must have told you the same thing. So why is this different? Why is this different from what every other guru have told you? What I'm about to share with you, what I'm about to show you is how the top 1% e-commerce experts are able to generate 7 figures monthly and make a killing with their mini importation businesses. And you might already have sensed that only a few persons know what I'm about to share with you and what you're about to learn today. This is how they are able to make consistent 7 figures monthly, and some even do 6 figures every single week. Now, don't just run off and go start yours, because even with all these success stories I have shared, it is so easy to lose all your money. And here is why. 1, choosing the wrong product to sell. You see, in 2013, I decided to buy 200 pieces of a wristwatch because I thought it would sell, right? Guess what happened? I was only able to sell just one. The second one that was taken, the person never paid for it, all right? So you want to choose the right type of product to sell before thinking about purchasing any product. Not just any products, but products people want and are hungry to have and buy. Now, number 2 is not knowing numbers. This is a big problem a lot of people make, and they are not even aware that they make this mistake. Now, some time ago, an old school friend messaged me. He knew about my importation activities. He knew that I'm into e-commerce and all of that in school. You know that I've been doing, but he messaged me and said he had a problem, right? He said he's currently into mini importation. One of the gurus taught him, by the way. So what was the problem, I asked? He said he doesn't see what he makes. Now, sometimes he runs into a loss, and sometimes he makes a little, right? So what did I do? We looked at how much he was buying the product, and how he was shipping the product, how much he was selling the product, and how much he was spending on the ad. So we basically had to go through all of his numbers, right? And I found out that his problem was a game of numbers. He was spending so much on buying and shipping the product that he wasn't spending enough to reach a lot of people who need his products. You see that? Number three is not knowing how to sell. Now, this plagues so many people out there, right? If you're one of those persons who do copy and paste, or you post on Instagram asking your followers to support a growing business, or the usual new arrival, come and patronize me, then you want to learn how to sell the right way. Here is a student who was having the same problem of selling his products. He even tried to reduce the price, but nothing was working until he applied what I share with all my students. And that is one of the things you're going to be learning today, right? Here is what he has to say. He said, I had one particular product I was complaining had been casted, right? I brought down the price to 5K and made few sales, but wasn't satisfied. What I did was I tweaked my targeting a bit and raised it to 8K, and within 2 days, I had more than 35 orders. Price doesn't really matter. What matters is how you present the product to them. Can you see that? Now, after applying what I teach, that was when he began really getting results with his marketing. Okay, he was selling the product for 8,000 naira. Within 48 hours, he got 35 orders. That's a revenue of about 280K in 2 days. Isn't that amazing? This is mind-blowing, isn't it? So you might be wondering what made me and the guys I talk about generate this exceptional result. How are we able to get this exceptional result with e-commerce? You see, there are three critical factors which are the tripod for success in e-commerce. One is the niche that you've chosen. You have to be market focused. You have to be solution conscious. Number two, you have to know how you go about your product sourcing and research, right? Number three, your marketing and your selling. You see, I tell everyone who wants to start an e-commerce business to first identify and choose a profitable niche, okay, or market to focus on. Of course, you can sell anything, but then you shouldn't be selling just anything. What you must do is sell what people want. Provide solutions to problems. The money is in selling products that solve people's pains, guys. Here are some niches you should consider as someone who is just starting e-commerce in Nigeria when sourcing products. One is health, fitness, beauty, security, convenience, gadgets. In fact, if I were to start all over again, I will start with gadgets in any of the big niches. Okay, these are very lucrative niches. You can find hot in demand products in easily. All right, Malachi, who did over 200 million naira, carved out a niche for himself in the men's health. Okay, so you see, carving out a niche for yourself is the fastest way to easily increase your profits with little to no extra effort. Okay, take for instance, if you sell blood pressure pills or teas, it will be very easy to sell blood pressure monitors, okay, maybe blood pressure smartwatches to the same audience, right? If you sell, say, sex enhancement pills or teas or creams, it will be very easy for you to sell pheromones, creams, oils, and all of that, right? In case you don't know what pheromones are, all right, there are few fluids secreted that makes you more attractive to the opposite sex, okay? It's important you don't just choose a niche, but choose a niche with lots of audience, with lots of people. A niche with there are people who need what you want to sell. A niche whereby there are lots of people who need what you want to sell. For instance, we talked about the sex niche, and Malachi was able to make that much because there are so many people who want to enhance their sales life, right? Now you can go on ahead and choose cat lovers niche, but then think about it. How many Nigerians love cats, right? I thought so too. Okay, not so much, isn't it? So you must consider this when you choose a niche or a market, um, and then a product, of course. And you must always see a niche as a need, as a problem many persons need a solution to. See niches as wants, as needs. Okay, this is the first thing you must do. Your market, your niche, or a problem is the first thing you must consider. This is the first aim you must get right in this tripod formula. Okay, and you might ask, how do you find problems a lot of people are having so you look for a solution for them? Simple. I will give you three means to find problems people are having: blogs, news sites, Facebook groups, forums, Nairaland. You just have to pay attention to what the market is saying. Okay, here is an article posted on E-Digital. E-Digital is a blog, right? Look at this. If you can see this, the title right there, it says, "Please help, I can't satisfy my wife in bed." Hey guys, if you knew this guy and if you knew this man and you know where he stays and you can get him a solution to his problem and you get him something like this, this is called mini love, by the way, something to help him last longer and be able to satisfy his wife, do you think this man will get it? Do you think this man will get this product? What do you think, guys? Of course, the man is going to get the product because he wouldn't like his wife to go out there searching for another man to satisfy her sexual needs, isn't it? Now, if you're a guy watching this training right now, you're here with me right now, will you allow your wife or girlfriend to find sexual satisfaction elsewhere? Is a blanket no, isn't it? And guess what? Hundreds of men are having this issue. So that is what you want to make sure you do. You want to, get something lots of people really want, something that people are yearning to have, something that satisfies their innermost desires. Now, don't run off out there and import meaning love and say you want to sell it to men because you will fail and run at a loss. You know why? Because meaning love is easily accessible and oversold already. You don't even know where the men who need it hang out, right? You don't know how to sell, basically, right? So once you found a problem that needs a solution, the next step is to get a product that they want. This is the P in the formula, in the tripod formula. Now, if you notice, I keep saying and talking about wants, right? Because for the fact that you want something doesn't necessarily mean you need it. So you want to sell what people want over what they need, and then you will be able to make lots of money. Let me explain what I mean. You see a fat individual sitting on a chair consuming ice cream and pizza, and then you ask yourself, why is this person consuming these things when he or she doesn't need it? It's because he or she wants it. He or she loves the satisfaction derived from consuming those junks. But in the real sense, he or she doesn't need the junks. I hope you get what I'm trying to pass that to you right now. Okay, so looking for what people want over what they need will help you to sell more. Okay, now it doesn't matter what you try to sell, all right? You need to try to make sure that whatever it is you're trying to sell pass certain criteria, which I'm about to share with you. All right, one is the product must solve an emotional problem and must be unique. Failure to do this will get you into the trap of buying products that your market is already familiar with, which means there's a lot of competition for that product already, right? And when competition is high, we all start what we call the price battle, and that's a battle you don't want to engage in because you can't win it. Okay, one of my students got a beauty product using a unique method I teach and was able to get over 220 orders within 4 days for a product he sold for 15,500 naira. Interesting. This is just incredible, right? So if you want to be a smart importer, a smart e-commerce person, then you only need to buy products people want and that are unique, which will in turn give you incredible profit margin. You don't want to be like every other person out there who does it the way others are doing it. Okay, you want to be different with how you approach everything you do. Okay. Now, number two is you don't want to buy products that are heavy. Okay, because if you buy such products, you are going to spend more on shipping such products. You also don't want to buy products that are bulky, big products. Okay, you don't want to invest in such products. Number three is don't buy products that provide temporary solutions. You want to sell products that provide permanent solutions. Some time ago, I tried selling hair fiber. It's for people with bad hair, right? And people with bad edges and all of that. What the product does is that it just helps to fill that part of your hair or your head that is bad or that you have bad edges on, right? Now, even though I made a lot of sales because that's a want for a lot of people need a solution to that, right? I had so many returns because it was only providing a temporary solution. So my point is, don't sell products that provide temporary solutions. Okay. Lastly, you also don't want to buy expensive products because what's going to happen is that it's going to eat into your profit margin. So it's better for you to stay within the range of $1 to $10. Okay. Anything above $10, advice you shouldn't buy it, especially if you're just getting started. All right, unless you are in the luxury or the health or security niche. Okay, and you probably have lots of money to spend, by the way. All right, so where can you source for your products? Now you have a niche, you've identified a hot in demand product. Where can you buy the products? The first place that comes to mind is AliExpress. I know a lot of you are probably familiar with AliExpress. So you can go buy your products on either from AliExpress, Alibaba, 1688, JD.com. Now 1688 is one of the sites a lot of people source their products from, very cheap, of course. Another site that you can get products very cheap from is JD.com. Okay, but you want to make sure that you get quality product. That's very important. Never compromise quality with price. Okay, so you must do your due diligence before you buy anything on these sites. Okay, because it's very easy to buy low quality products that will end up ruining your e-commerce business. Now, as a smart mini importer or as a smart e-commerce person, you always want to make sure you get products or get your products for the best price. You don't want you don't just want to go out there and just buy products, right? So you want to get your products for the very best price. Now, these days, I work directly with the manufacturers of the product. Let me show you guys something. I saw this product some time ago. It was actually a test that I ran in the beauty niche, right? This helps women have fuller eyebrows, and it looks it just makes the eyes looks natural. You won't even know that it's something artificial, right? Now, the product on AliExpress is selling for about $3.35, but I was able to get it for half the price just by negotiating directly with the manufacturers. Got it for $1.25, right? Amazing, isn't it? I don't know if you actually get to what I'm saying, by the way, but I just want to assume that you do, right? And guess what? My point is, you actually want to get the best price with your products. Okay, the average importer is someone who just goes out there to buy products to sell because he or she heard about e-commerce, importation, and they told him that it's very profitable. Okay, don't be average, guys. Not in 2020 and beyond. Things are changing. I can't stress this enough. Never try to compromise the quality of your products just because you want cheap products. Don't do that. Okay? Now, I haven't gotten that out of the way. How do you ship your products once you have been able to identify your products, and where do you even source for them for the very best price? Remember, you want to work directly with manufacturer. That's the best way you can achieve what I'm about to share, what I'm sharing with you. All right, this is what the big players do in this e-commerce industry. Here is what one of my students said after working directly with a manufacturer, right? So she was talking about how he procured a product from a manufacturer, and she said, I must confess, I really prefer it to 1688. I was able to negotiate a better price than I saw on 1688, and I communicated directly with the manufacturers, right? I paid via the escrow myself without any third party. I also learned a lot from the manufacturer, the sweet part. So she was talking about what the manufacturer shared with her, how they made her realize the different types of products. And so this is the kind of relationship you can have when you work directly with the manufacturers. Okay, my point is you always want to work with manufacturers. All right, so once you have sourced your products, how do you ship the products down to Nigeria? Of course, you can choose to use DHL, which is the old-fashioned way, and of course, it's high cost, right? You can use EMS, which is also old-fashioned and high cost. But you must know that these methods are expensive, okay? You will be spending sometimes double, triple the cost of the product you are even shipping. I believe some of you have probably tried it in the past, right? And you saw how high the cost of shipping is with these companies, right? It's usually sometimes 2 times, 3 times, which is outrageous, right? So don't try using DHL or EMS because you will break an arm or leg trying to ship your products down to Nigeria, right? The feeling is never good. Okay, so don't just do it. And should you decide to use the postal office, be prepared to wait 30 days and more, before receiving your goods. And sometimes you might even not receive them. I remember those days that we use postal services and we wait for over 30 days and we still don't even get the product. Okay, so the best method to ship your products is making use of agents and logistic companies like Chris Vic Moore, okay, as they are 10 times cheaper. Okay, hope you get it. By the way, don't just use the DHL and EMS or the postal service. Now, once you get your products delivered to you, the next thing to do is to sell them, isn't it? So how do you sell your products? How do you market your products? Now, this is the tricky part of this business. Many people fail because they don't know how to handle this part. They don't know how to do it the right way. So I want you to pay attention at this point. This is where you make the money, right? This is where you actually are able to navigate or determine your success in this business. If you go out there and ask many of these so-called gurus how you should sell your product, they will just tell you to go on Facebook and run ads, all right, or go on Google or even Instagram. But that's wrong. You know, doing that will only hurt your business and keep it average. Okay. Now I logged on Instagram some the other day, and I saw this image. Look at what the person said. He said, "Damn, Instagram feels like Yaba markets nowadays. You can almost feel online vendors dragging your shit to come and buy things." Can you see that? Funny. Now, as funny as this looks and sound, this is what most vendors on Instagram do. Not just on Instagram, a lot of them on Facebook as well. Here is what I mean. Look at this. Someone is saying, can someone kindly send a DM, place an order and then pay? I just want to test it, test if the process will work. Just imagine, right? Imagine you walking into a mall. Just imagine this, right? Imagine you walking into a mall and you are welcomed by 2 to 5 vendors, right? Holding you by the leg and saying, "Come and buy my product." What will you do? At that point, who are you going to follow amongst the 5 persons dragging your leg? Will you be pissed? My guess is you're gonna be pissed, right? No one wants to be in such a sport, and certainly not your customer. But the unfortunate thing is, this is exactly what a lot of people are doing out there. And I won't really blame them, all right? I won't blame them so much. This is what they have been sold. This is what the so-called gurus are teaching you on Facebook and on Instagram, right? And this is why many people fail with their e-commerce business, and they go on to say e-commerce doesn't work. All I do is laugh and move on with whenever I see such comments, because for real, you know, because for all I care, it can't be this same e-commerce that you know, has added even more zeros to the accounts of most of my students and myself. It can't just be, right? So I know you must be asking right now, Jonathan, so okay, where and how should I be selling? How do I go about this? And that's a good question, okay? But before I answer it, I want you to understand the 3 biggest problems people face when they try to sell their e-commerce products and why they are not profitable. Big problem number 1 is targeting too broadly. They want to sell to everybody. They think everybody is their customer, right? And that is so wrong. Everybody can be your customer unless you plan on selling water. Even at that, there are people who don't drink water. Oh, surprised? Are you surprised? Of course, I was surprised too the first time I learned it. All right, there are people who would rather live on soda, things like maybe Coca-Cola, Coke, right? Fanta. There are people who just want to live on that than drink water. My point is, if you put your message in front of a group of people who are not interested in your offer or products, you end up shooting yourself on the foot from the very start. The success of your advertising is dependent on your targeting. There are now so many options and data points, and the potential pool of people is so big, okay, that it's very common for people to create target audiences that are way too general and broad. For instance, you want to sell an acne product and you are targeting beauty, and your advertising budget is just 2,000 naira. Come on, that's way too broad, right? The key with targeting is specificity. You need to understand that you are like an usher honing in on the bull's eye. You don't care about all the other stuffs outside your very tight focus. You are aiming for a very specific and highly leveraged goal, the one that scores you the most points, right? Are you feeling me? Now, in this analogy, your target audience is the bull's eye, okay? It's where you can direct your message to get the most highly leveraged results and the most profit, of course. Now, unlike an usher's eye or an usher's target, which is the bullseye, um, yours is not outlined in red. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is test a lot of interest, right? A lot of groups and behaviors. From there, you follow the saints, meaning you see what works and then you do more of that, right? And here you have to be willing to test. By the way, don't just let what any other person tell you. Okay, don't allow anybody tell you otherwise. Stop allowing people deceive you. You have to test. Okay. Now, big problem number two is selling the click or not selling the click. Let me just use that, right? It's not enough to target the right people. You also have to capture and hold their attention long enough for them to consume the content of your ad and decide that they want to click on it, right? You have to understand that no one is coming on Facebook or on Instagram to buy products. They are there to have fun, watch jokes, some even watch videos, movies on Facebook, and of course, gossip. People just love drama, right? Now you are coming out of nowhere and asking them to buy your slimming tee or your corset, your belt, your slimming belt. Check it out, you know, check it out. Think about it now. It won't work, right? You have to capture their attention first. One cool trick I use for this is the rule of upper and lower thirds. Okay, so these are lines of text that I overlay on my images and sometimes even on my videos to create additional headline in my ads. Note, you have to understand that on Instagram and Facebook, you can't have your image take more than 20%. Your image take text of more than 20%. All right, of your image. The text must not take more than 20% of the image. So sometimes I use, especially when I'm using videos, I use what I call pattern interrupts. Okay, so it is just something out of the ordinary, something that would make people want to know more about what you're saying. Okay, now naturally humans are nosy, right? And it is your duty to use that bias to your advantage. Okay, I just hope you're getting what I'm trying to pass out to you, right? So you want your ad to catch people's attention. That is just what I'm trying to say. Okay, but not to the extent that the ad is no longer relevant to your offer page. If you, for instance, you're using a picture of sexy lips just because people love clicking on such images and all that, and then someone clicks on your image on your ad, but then the person is taken to a page that is talking about high blood pressure. Okay, there is no relevance, right? The person will just be turned off, right? So you must ensure that your ad text and your imagery is congruent with what is on your landing page, okay, wherever you're sending people to. Okay, now big problem number 3 is post-click engagement. Now you should know that you've targeted your people, the right kind of people with your ad. You've piqued their attention, their interest, their curiosity, and the clicks. And then what? They land on your offer page. Now you have to actually engage them, right? You have to engage that person in a conversation. They need to be interested in, right? Interested in what you're trying to say, and you have to convince them to do business with you, right? This is the meaty part of driving traffic. Okay, this is the meaty part of driving traffic. Even if you're selling salt, okay, you have to hold people's attention. Okay, now you must elicit a yes to consuming your sales message, a yes to purchasing your product. You need to understand that e-commerce is about a flow, okay, and you need a yes at every step to make it work. Yes, I will view your product. Yes, I'm going to read the description. Yes, I will add it to my cart. Yes, I will continue and make the payment, and so on until you have made the sale. This is where a sales funnel comes in, guys. A sales funnel is basically it's just e-com lingo, is just a term for a series of web pages that you send people through, that guides your customer journey in a specific order to elicit a specific response. Okay. In other words, what I'm trying to say is it's a deliberate sequence of engagement designed to get people to say yes to your offer. I have tried dozens of sales funnels over the years, and I keep coming back to one specific model that works for every business and every market that I've tried. Okay, and this I learned from the funnel that Ronald shared with me some years ago. Okay, it's called the Dipsy Doodle sales funnel. I call it the three-step funnel. All right, the main way this differs from traditional based advertising is that we are not sending people directly to an offer page or a product page. You already know that with traditional based advertising, it is quite easy to send people directly to an offer page, right? Which I guess you already do, since you know precisely that, oh, this person wants a product for high blood pressure or for diabetes, and then you send them to that page, okay, and then present them with your offer. Right? But if you want, or if you intend to make contextual or social advertising like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to really work for your business, you need to add a step before you get to your offer. And we'll call this step a Dipsy Doodle page or a pre-sale page, right? So it's essentially is a piece of content. It could be a written content or a video that engages the prospect in a conversation about a topic relevant to them, all right, or a problem they have. At the end of the article, you allude them the suggestion of a solution, which is of course your offer, right? Now you need to understand that your offer is what your customer stands to gain by buying your product. Let me digress a little, okay? You must learn to start selling offers instead of selling products. People don't buy products, rather they buy offers, and this is because humans are selfish. Okay, we are all tuned to just one FM. That is, what is in it for me? That is the FM we are always tuned to. Here is Grace, who sold out his products in 2 weeks by focusing on making offers instead of selling just product. Let's see what she has to say. She said, I use the method for a car scratch removal advert. 3 men and lady actually called to tell me they have minimal to non scratches on the car, but they ordered because they were scared everyone will finish buying it and won't be in stock when they need it. Like, seriously? Was actually running out of stock and all of that. So she was just making fun and all of that. But what I'm trying to say is, she used a system, a system that works, right? I hope you're really getting all of these things I'm trying to pass on to you. So what I'm trying to say is, instead of chasing people with your product, saying, hey, buy my stuff, hey, new arrival, you engage them with a piece of content saying, hey, look at this cool article. That piece of content then mentions the relevant product and provides a link to check it out. So what happens is the customer ends up chasing the offer instead of the offer chasing the customer. I hope you get it. They are interested in the article it could be a video, of course. They consume the content, and the content suggests your product, which could be your slimming tea or any product you're selling. They click on the link and end up on your sales page, and then what happens is you engage them, and then of course you make a sale. This is how the smart e-com guys do it and make it big. Okay, using sales funnel. With a sales funnel, you are able to generate more sales from the same customer and even market to your audience over and over and over again without spending more money, or spending just lead to nothing on advertising. Okay, so you never have to worry about losing your customers ever. right? That's the beauty about sales funnels, by the way. With sales funnel, you can easily build trust and credibility with your buyers, because it is easier for someone to buy your product if they trust you. And sales funnels is the killer, guys. Sales funnels is what we're going to help you do this, okay? If you quickly want to increase your profits, then you should be using sales funnel. I can't really stress this enough, okay? If you want to increase your monthly revenue, your monthly income and sales in this business, in e-commerce, sales funnels are what will help you achieve that. And you must understand human psychology, of course, and the emotional hot buttons of people. Okay, the emotional hot buttons are the triggers that actually make people buy products. I was able to generate 6 million naira selling just one product using a sales funnel and understanding human psychology and knowing their emotional hot buttons. This was the first product that I sold ever using a sales funnel, right? I called it the 2-in-1 hair growth formula. I sold the product Andre and Hair Wonder back then. Guess what? I get the pay of this product for around 25,000 for 50 pieces, right? That's 50 pieces of Hair Wonder, 50 pieces of Andre. And guess how much I sold it back then? 9,000, right? And the juicy part of it is that for every sale, I made a profit of 6,000 naira. I was getting as much as 20 orders daily, right? I mean, I was sending out 20 orders every single day. It was crazy, right? That is what a sales funnel can help you achieve. Okay, as you can see, the records you see right there, over 20 orders, and some persons even order for more than a pair, right? Some order for 2, 3, and even 4, right? So you can see it's even more than what I'm actually sharing with you, okay? If you multiply all of these 20 times 90 days, that will give you like 1,800 orders, like 8,800 orders, right? And of course, there are all customers who will not pick up their products, and let's say 800 in pickup, all right? 800 failed deliveries, and then we have 1,000 successful deliveries. 1,000 times 6,000 naira is 6 million, isn't it? You can see my weekly remittance right here, okay? So you can see how fascinating this thing is. Okay, I so much love e-commerce. Okay, because when I see people who are saying that, oh, they are not seeing results and all that, it baffles me. It simply means that you are not doing something right. Okay, which you need to fix. Okay, now just imagine you making even 200,000 every single week. What will that do for you? Okay, do you think your children will start looking at you differently, or even your spouse? Now, this is even the worst report I'm actually showing you guys right here. Screenshots have been abused. All right, so I no longer show people my earnings. Okay, so some days ago, for instance, some days ago, I saw a guru using my screenshots, all right, as his own evidence of earning. And guess what? When I confronted him, he said no one will notice. I had to give him an ultimatum to pull it down, by the way. So you have to really be careful who you listen to out there, all right? And these days, it's easy to use Photoshop and make figures up, right? But what you can't fake is the impact, all right, that I have on others. All right, search my name on the internet and you will be amazed by what you find. Okay, you will see how others are using my methods, my principles, strategies to launch profitable e-commerce businesses. Like this student who used to struggle with his e-commerce business until he started using my methods and strategies. Now he generates 6 figures weekly. And not just him, there are so many with similar results, incredible results that I can't just count, right? You can't fake these, okay? What people are saying about you online, you can't fake it, right? However, this training is not about all of these people. This training is about you, okay? So I just want you to understand that I just wanted to understand the power behind e-commerce, or mini importation, if you choose to call it that, if you do it the right way. I hope you're still with me. Listen, guys, mini importation is more than what a lot of people think. I really don't like calling it mini because it makes a lot of people think it's something small, but it's more, right? E-commerce is mind-blowing, right? You get amazing results if you do it the smart and right way. Okay. Now you can see right here how easy you can see that it's possible to achieve 6 million naira in 3 months. It's super possible, right? Now for instance, here is a funnel, another funnel. I was doing 500,000 every single week. This funnel is an arthritis funnel, is in the arthritis niche. Okay, so what does a funnel, how does it even look like? From what you can see on your screen, there are different parts that makes up a funnel. Okay, like I said earlier, e-commerce is a flow. Okay, and the funnel is what will help you with that flow. All right, so you have traffic coming from an advert which you have on maybe on Facebook, which means you generate traffic, and then you have a pre-sale. A pre-sale helps you to position yourself as an authority or build connection with your audience. All right, now the reason you want to do this is so people can trust you and see you or see you as someone who knows what he or she is talking about. You want to give people value before selling anything to them. Okay, let me give you an analogy. Okay, imagine two makeup artists, okay, who wants to sell you a product to claim probably acne or dark spot or something, right? Makeup artist one approaches you and says, this product was made using the ingredients Cleopatra used 2,000 years ago, and it can clear your acne. Order now. You can see that, right? And then makeup artist two approaches you and says, I want to show you 5 methods or routines that can help you to be free or clear your acne or your dark spot. And the artist even has said, these are the same routines that Queen Cleopatra observed that made her face flawless. So while makeup artist one is shouting on Facebook and pursuing people to come and buy her products, makeup artist two is inviting people to go to her website to read a piece of content, all right, that will help them. Now, if you're someone who is having acne, who will you listen to? I'm guessing you're going to listen to makeup artist two, right? But why choose makeup artist two? Why do you want to listen to makeup artist two? Here are a few reasons which I think you might want to listen to makeup artist two. Now, makeup artist two wasn't pushy, right? Makeup artist two just wants to give you value, right? Makeup artist two is not trying to sell you anything, which keeps your guards down. Can you see that? With all these established with your potential customer, you become an authority in your niche, and he starts trusting you more. He might not buy from you immediately because probably there are a lot of things that will stop him from buying at that point. A lot of things can stop him from buying, all right? But when he finally decides to buy, guess who he's going to go to? You, of course. You will be the first person he will call for the product. And you make sure you take their contacts. Okay, so you want to make sure that you take contacts by having a form that they fill, a form that they enter their name and email. You probably gain access to this training by filling a form, right? So you want to have something like that before people get access to whatever it is you want to provide them. This is how the smart mini importers do. This is how the smart e-commerce experts, do it. All right. This is how you should be doing it in 2020 and beyond. Okay. If you really want to beat your competition to the game, by the way, just imagine 1,000 persons visiting your website, and you are able to take just, let's say, 200 leads. Right, that is 200 people successfully entering their details or signing up to see your product, you see your offer. You can sell to these people over and over and over again, isn't it? Even without even though they don't even buy anything from you at first, right? But you can sell them other things. Now, assuming you are not using a sales funnel, you will not be able to get these 200 persons, and you would have ended up losing 1,000 persons who came to your website. So some might, of course, we know some might buy, right? But you won't be able to sell to them again ever, right? So so this is how the smart importers do it. Sales funnel will help you make more money than when you are not using a sales funnel. Now, here is a case study. This is a friend, Deji Yusuf. Okay, this is a friend, a very good friend, by the way. He made over 500K in 24 hours. Do you guys really get this? Guess, but just guess what he's using. A sales funnel, right? He's using a sales funnel. So, what type of products can you sell using practically almost any kind of products? You can sell high blood pressure products, diabetes products, stretch mark, hair growth, breast bump enlargement, car scanners, security cameras, even bags and shoes that people still sell, right? Wristwatches are what you can sell using a sales funnel. Now, let's take a quick summary of what you have learned so far. You have learned how to find problems people have, find the market before you have to find the market before you find a product. Very important. You how you can find products people want, not just need. All right. How and where you can source for quality products very cheap. How you can ship your products to your doorstep very fast without breaking your bank account. How you can start selling your products quickly without having to beg people to buy. We said you should focus on selling offers instead of selling products. All right. Of course, we talked about how the big guys are using sales funnels to make a lot of money in the e-commerce industry. How to get your customers to trust you. How to make more money from the same customer. You have to sell them something else. All right, like probably if you're selling high blood pressure pills, you could be able to sell them monitors and even other things, smartwatches and all of that. Okay, so always focus on selling offers instead of products. Everyone isn't your customer. You need to understand this. Focus on those who are interested in what you have to provide, and you will win. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. All these sounds pretty cool, right? You've learned some really great stuff, but you see, I can't cover all that you need to know in an hour or even 2 hours, right? Just in a training, right? There's so much I can't just cover. So, how would you like to work with me directly, where I can actually help you implement all that we just talked about? Now, know that with all that you have learned here today, and also from my book, if you've read it, you can decide to go the hard way and do it yourself. However, it's going to take you many tries before you figure it out. You don't even you probably don't even know how or know the right product to import. You don't want to handle logistics yourself. You don't know how to set up a profitable sales funnel. You most likely don't even know how to sell or market your products. Right now, many gurus out there would try to make you believe that sales funnels are to help you automate your business, but the truth is, a sales funnel done right will increase your revenue per customer. Okay, yes, you can go on ahead and learn everything or every one of these things I've talked about now. You can go on and try to learn all of them yourself, but the truth is, it's going to take you probably 6 to 12 months to master all of these. See, this my student, he struggled for 9 months trying to figure it out on his own until he decided to join my community. Okay, you don't want to waste all that time learning. You know why? Time spent can never be gotten back. But hold on, really. What if there is a shortcut? Because there is. If you're someone who is quick to take action. You might be wondering how you can get started and implement all the tact, tactics and strategies I just showed you quickly and easily. Now, the fastest way to get you started is the masterclass, and it's a blueprint which I have created for you, and it's called the 10x e-commerce masterclass. When I launched the 10x e-commerce blueprint in 2018, it went on to make so many persons millionaires in 2019, and it's almost 2 years since it's launched. And I want to just update some things, and hence I'm just adding some things to the program, revamping the whole thing, and also having my mentor with me, Ronald and Zimura, wanting to take some of the models, so you also learn from him as well. So you also have my mentor also teach you, someone who taught me. Also, you also hear from me, sharing his knowledge and in his wisdom, right? Well, what I just showed you is the exact system that I make use of, okay, that has continually makes me 6 figures week in, and week out, okay. So hell yeah, you can just choose to do it all on your own using all that I've just shown you, all right. But if you would like me to help you implement everything that we have covered, then I will be delighted, all right. If you want to be able to build a successful e-commerce business that makes 10 times your revenue and profit, all from your home, even if you're just starting out today, then this masterclass is specifically for you. Okay, listen, I'm not going to be all hyped up and try to get you all hyped up about what this is and how this is going to help you, right? You've listened to me, all right? You've heard my story, and you know that what I'm saying can help you, all right? So what I will do is, I just want to go over what you will get inside the 10x e-commerce masterclass and how it can help you. And if it is right for you, then I want you to get it. Okay, but if it is not right for you, then I don't want you to get it. I don't want you to get it. Okay, if it's not right for you, okay. I'm going to do this without fanfare. Okay, I'm going to do this without any form of hype. Okay, so here is what you will get inside the 10x e-commerce masterclass. One, you're going to get 30 perfect evergreen e-commerce products that you can start selling right now. Listen, one of the biggest secrets in e-commerce is in the products you have chosen to sell. You see, the product you choose to sell will determine, one, how profitable you become, how fast you end up making money, and how much you get to keep. So you can say the product you sell is like oxygen, which you need to keep you alive. The more oxygen you have, the more alive you are. The lesser the oxygen you have, the quicker you are to die, right? What this means is that you need to find the perfect product to sell if you really and truly want to make money in e-commerce. Products you can start selling immediately to make a lot of money for yourself. This is why I'm handing you 30 top products I have tested with my own money. All right. And I'm not just handing you the products as a bonus. Also, as a bonus, I'm going to be giving you 10x products marketing templates. Now, because the next hardest thing to do for your e-commerce business is writing the marketing content for every single product on the list, we've decided to do the hard work for you. Okay, inside this pack of 30 evergreen products, you also find a collection of 10x sales letters, the sales funnel, page designs, emails, 10x paid ads, delivered as templates, so you can just fill in the gaps right immediately for each product on the list. All right, now you don't have to become a pro copywriter or be a talented wordsmith, right, or get your grammar right. Okay, all you need to do is fill in the blanks with your name, your bank details for payment. Okay, but that's not all. Okay, you're also getting more. This time it's going to be a video that walks you through the process of using the template pack. Okay, how you can set all of these things up step by step. Step one, you just choose your product that you want from the list, select the corresponding marketing templates, you upload them online, and it digs. That is it. Stephanie. The best part is this is going to probably take you around 30 minutes to complete. So all you need to do is simply import the products and plug in and start selling. It's that easy. All right. Now, the reason why you need a hot in demand product is that you need to get products that people actually want. I've said this over and over and over again, right? Here is what Imajere has to say after trying ask some products I gave her some time ago. He said, hey, hello Jonathan, I have been a silent subscriber, and when you share the hot products, I decided to give it a try, and I bought from AliExpress. I'm following the instruction you shared. All right, so I bought just 10 pieces of the sound amplifier because I really did not know how it would turn out. Well, I just uploaded the photos on Instagram because I don't know how to run ads. He didn't even do it. He didn't even market the right way. But guess what? He was able to sell. Said I already sold 8 of them and have made double the money I spent on purchasing. Can you see that? This is just so amazing. Anytime I read this, I get so excited. Like this is someone who is able to put into action what he learns. All right. So he said, now I trust what you share works. Of course it does. All right. And I will subscribe to your mentorship. You sure know what you're saying. God bless Jeremiah. Here is another one from Onyedikashi, right? He said, your diabetic patch really changed my game, bro. Can't thank you enough. My life changed the day I was bombing YouTube looking for videos on how to make money on the internet, and then I saw your video. So you can see I don't give out fluff. All right, my point is, if you want to make money in this business, you need to be able to get a product that people want. And guess what? I'm not just giving you these 30 products to go find your way. All right, but you will also get all the contacts of my China agents and logistics companies that you can pay in Naira and get your products delivered to you here in Nigeria, wherever you are. And you see, I usually charge 150,000 to research one product and provide all the marketing materials, but you are getting 30. The value of this alone is 3.5 million Naira. But I won't even stop there. I love over delivering. Okay. So in case you decide to find your own products to sell, of course, there are people who want to do that, right? You also get my step-by-step ninja guide on how you can find hot selling products yourself. You'll see exactly how I even do this myself, how I come up researching all of this product, texting them, and all of that. Okay, this is not the usual way of sourcing by others on AliExpress that probably your favorite guru have taught you, right? Like I said, you don't want to go into a price battle, and you don't want to do things like others do, right? You don't want to do things the way other persons are doing them. This is 2020, and from 2020 beyond, you want to do things differently. You can even choose to offer this as a service, sell this service to people. There are people who do this. The other day I saw a guy who had a post on Facebook advertising an ebook that shows people how to find hot selling products. This alone is valued at 20,000 Naira, by the way. So you can sell the service by providing fast selling products to people, and of course they are going to buy it. Okay, now at this point, let's look at what you're even getting. So you're getting my list of top 30 perfect evergreen e-commerce products and all the marketing content, all the marketing materials for each product. All right, with everything you need from the page designs, the email, the ads, the software you need, to set everything up. Okay, this is valued at over 3.5 million Naira. Of course, you're getting all the contact details of all my China agents that you can pay in Naira, of course. You will get step-by-step ninja guide on how to find hot in-demand products. I'm also going to show you how you can spy on your competitors on Facebook. So you can easily go on Facebook and be able to spy on your competition and see but they are selling confirmed if people actually want the product and not bother about reinventing the wheel. But you need to understand that there are dynamics of this. Okay, so if you don't do it right, you risk going into an overcrowded market, and of course that means you are going to a price battle, which you don't want. All right, if you do that, that will mean a checkmate for you. All right, so you also learn how you can run profitable e-commerce advertising using Facebook and Google Ads. Okay, this is very important, guys. If you really want to make a killing with your e-commerce business, with your mini importation business, then you want to know how to run Facebook and Google Ads. Okay, you will see exactly how you can amplify and triple your results using Google Ads. Only a few big industry guys are using this strategy, by the way. All right, some days ago I ran a test on Facebook and generated a total of 46 sales within 48 hours. Amazing, isn't it? Here is another one that I ran on Facebook using the same strategy. That's over 50 sales within 24 hours. Isn't that wonderful and mind-blowing? Check it out. Imagine having a flow of orders like these without having to beg anyone to buy your products, without seeing things run for your business. That's the power of Facebook ads in combination with a sales funnel and Google ads. The reason why many people can make their Facebook advertising to be profitable is because they don't know how to generate positive emotions in their audience. And the best part is that you are going to learn how to run profitable Facebook ads and not, get your ad accounts banned, even in sensitive niches like the health and the beauty niche. So you want to be able to do this the right way. Now, last year, during my vacation in Dubai, I learned one crazy technique from a merchant in the Hall of Emirates. Okay, the same technique was used on my wife, and she didn't even realize when she spent close to 40,000 naira on what she never planned on buying. I'm going to teach you how you can get people to buy, and they will be happy to spend their money with you. Okay, so you are going to get my list of 30 perfect evergreen products and all the marketing materials. You're getting my contact list. All right, you are getting step-by-step ninja guide on how to find hot selling products. You get a guide on how to run or create profitable Facebook and Google ads. You also get how to create professional videos, by the way. All right, all of this is valued at over 3.7 million. All right, so I'm showing you how to set up profitable sales funnels that will triple your sales. No one is teaching this the right way. What they are teaching you is how to automate your business using a sales funnel. I want to show you exactly how this is done. This alone is valued at over 250,000 naira. Okay, you also get an easy to use website builder, which is called Tribe Architect. You also get step-by-step videos that accompany it, showing you exactly how to use it. This is a builder you can use to set up your funnel pages. It's one of the builders that I really love using. To create all your pages, making them look so beautiful, right? So you will need this if you want to sell your products using a sales funnel, right? Which you should, by the way, if you truly want to build a successful e-commerce business. And of course, like I said, you are going to be getting, I'm going to show you how to create videos for your product, because you don't just want to go on YouTube and get any video to use, as this might just get your account banned if Facebook discovers you are using a copyrighted video for your advertising. I know of someone who actually lost his entire account, right, to this. So the truth is, videos sell better than just using image. Yeah, images sells, okay, but videos, a lot of things you can do with videos like that you cannot do with images. So here is an experiment or a test that I ran a few days ago using a video, all right, and you can see the result right there. I'm going to show you how to easily create your own awesome product videos. All right. Also, you're going to learn how you can manage your mini importation business or your e-commerce business the right way. This is important. All right. This is important as you finding a hot product to sell. Okay. Because if you don't manage your business the right way, it's going to force you out of business and you might, be sent back to your village. And you don't want that, isn't it? I'm telling you guys, if you don't manage your business right, you'll be sent back to your village. Okay. And also, financial intelligence is very important in this game. Okay, financial intelligence is very important in this game. And also, you're going to learn how you can eliminate agents and buy directly from manufacturers. Now, the reason why you use agents is because you don't understand Chinese, or maybe you're afraid to go on there and not get scammed and all of that. So you need help with from these people helping you to procure and all of that. But then you really have to pay them for their services, which adds to your cost. It's an extra cost to the cost of the product, the shipping, and all of that. And all of these are eating into your profit. All right. However, there is a way you can eliminate all of them by working directly with the manufacturer. This manufacturer understand English, and of course, they will be happy to work with you. Okay, some of them who are going to take you to Skype. You can communicate with them on Skype or even on WhatsApp. All right. So you don't have to, know Chinese or speak Chinese to be able to work directly with them. Okay. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. This is how the big players do it. They don't use agents. Okay. They just go ahead and work directly with the manufacturer because you're going to be able to negotiate and even beat down the price. So you see, people who buy directly from the manufacturer, they also you can even tell them to put your own business name or a customized name on the product. All right, before bringing it down to Nigeria to sell. So you see them selling products with unique names. All right, this is one way to actually differentiate yourself and not have your products become oversaturated or saturated, right? It's called private labeling or white labeling. Okay, this is how the big players do it. They work with manufacturers and get their products down to Nigeria. For instance, you can see this product right here. It's selling for around $14 thereabout, and on 1688 is selling for about $2. But you will need an agent to procure it, which is going to add to your cost. But now look at this. This is on the website where you can communicate directly with the manufacturer, and guess what? This is selling for less than $2, right? Around $2 thereabout, right? And you can even buy one piece of it. Isn't that incredible? Now in 1688, you will have to buy at least 3 pieces of this product. But on this website, I will be telling you guys, all you can just buy one piece of the product and have it shipped down to here in Nigeria. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, this is another product on 1688, which is equally selling for about $3, $4 thereabout, and it's an ultrasonic mosquito killer that uses sound to drive away insect. Now, this same product is selling on this website for less than $1. Let's say for $1, right? So you can see how cheap products on this website are, and guess what? You can even communicate with the manufacturer, and they can beat the prices further down. Amazing, I tell you guys. So most of the time you want to do comparison with different websites with different manufacturers and see what they say. Like I told you guys, the smart importers buy products for the very best price. Okay, so that is what you want to do as a smart importer. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to support you and guide you for 1 full year. All right, so for a year I will be there for you. Okay, a year is enough for you to get a grip of all you have to do, by the way, no matter how slow you are to learning. Trust me guys, you can pay for the kind of support and mentorship I'm going to offer you. You can't find this kind of support anywhere else. Go out there and ask. Do a little bit of googling and you will see what I'm telling you, right? Um, See, you just have to see this as an act of service from me to the community. Okay, I just want to help you to get started. I want to help you get started with your business. I want you to land on your feet and be able to make something out of your importation business. All right, so let's run through what you're actually going to be getting right now. You're getting my top 10, 30, top 30 perfect evergreen e-commerce products and all the marketing materials for each product. Okay, you're getting all the contents of all the China agents you can pay in Naira. You'll be getting step-by-step ninja guide on how to find fast or hot selling products. You'll get a guide on how to create profitable Facebook and Google ads. You're also going to get see how exactly you can set up your profitable 10x sales funnels. Okay, you're going to get Thrive Architect, a page builder you can use to build your funnel page, and of course a video that I'm going to show you how to use it and all of that. Of course, you're also going to get my 1 year support and mentorship. The value of this is priceless. Again, if I place a price on it, a lot of people won't be able to afford it. All right. And of course, I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to be working directly with manufacturers. Okay. These alone, all of these are valued at over 3.9 million naira. Okay. Now, what you're about receiving is over 3 million naira. You're probably wondering about the price, right? Now, listen, the last training I had was sold for 54,500 thereabout, and it was sold at, and the last one before this one was also sold for about 199. Even there are trainings, there are other trainings out there selling for more. Now, this masterclass is equally, if not more valuable to you, because none out there offer the type of support you're going to receive as a member of the 10x e-commerce community. And this is the program with done for you products, templates, exercises to walk you through step by step, unbeatable support and mentorship. Here is what a student has to say. Hear him say, "Good morning, Mr. Jonathan. Of the 3 mini importation trainings or resources I enrolled in 2 months, yours was the last and yet is the best and most dynamic. Keep up the good work you're doing. I have been meaning to do this for a while now. Kudos." Listen, this program is his third on e-commerce, and see what he has to say. Look, guys, for the past 4 years, I have been perfecting this whole system. Let me tell you 3 secrets that no one out there is going to tell you. Secret number one is you must build a sales funnel, which I think I have talked so much about already. All right. Secret number 2 is back end offers and retargeting. In my years as an internet marketer, one thing I have discovered is that the person who pays the most to acquire a customer wins. So someone lands on your sales page and doesn't buy, maybe because there's their network went crappy, or their kid was crying, or their husband was nibbling on their nipple, or maybe they don't even trust you yet enough. Now, without retargeting, you lose them to the waters for other fishermen to hunt for them. Because you see, study has shown that the more we see a thing, be it a face or anything, the more we become familiar with it. Okay? It's called the science of familiarity. In marketing, familiarity breeds an increase in conversion. So you want to get yourself, your message, and your product in the front of your prospective customers as often as possible. Upsell them with other products that you have. So you sell them toothpaste. Upsell them a toothbrush. Let's say you sell them t-shirt, upsell them pants. Applying this alone increased my conversions by 4. Okay, so if you can have this in your e-commerce business and make your customers worth more to you, that's when you're sure going to have an unfair advantage in this industry. Doing this alone will put you way ahead of others, because Not so many people are doing it because they think it's hard work. And you are so lucky because not only have I done the work for you, I'm also going to show you how to do it yourself if you want to do it, right? And that brings us to secret number 3. Now, in order for you to have sustainable long-term results, here is one thing that you need to know. To explain to you what this is, what if I told you there was a point when I struggled to get back in shape? I will go to the gym and just lazy around because I became so lazy. I grew a pot belly. All right, I will pay for the gym membership and will only show up almost not at all until one day the sales rep at the gym approached me and said, "Sir, I've been watching you for a while now, for the past few months, and you register, but you really don't show up." And I gave him the usual excuse of no work, no time, and all of that, right? So he advised that I pay a little extra at a discount to have an assigned instructor to me. And that was what I did. On our first meeting, he had put together the various routines for the different days. So I knew when was legs day, when was arms day, when was abdominals, aerobics. Our first workout together, I must tell you, this guy almost killed me. Okay. I could barely walk the next day and I couldn't even go back to the gym for 2 days. Okay. The first week was still a struggle, but he won't give up on me. He will call to check up on me and make sure I showed up. And within a month, my pot belly was beginning to get trimmed down, and the abs line were starting to show up. My instructor told me something I will never forget. He said, "If you can be consistent with me every single time you get back home early, I promise you, you will get massive result." And I agreed that I will do my best. Every time he takes notes of my progress, even increases the weights, the reps, and all of this happened in just 2 months of working with him. The reason I'm showing you all of this, the reason I'm telling you all of this is to make you see that in those 2 months, I got faster results than the 2 years that I was trying to do it all by myself. You see, I got this result because I had 2 things in place. One, I had a system. What is a system? For me, a system is a pattern you follow. For me, I knew Mondays were aerobics, abdominals. Tuesdays are for chest and the both abdominals. Wednesdays are for bicep, tricep. Thursdays are for legs. I knew what we are going to do each day. Incline bench presses, squats, walking lunges, planks. I knew what I am going to do because I had a system. And number 2 is because I have a coach, someone walking me through the entire system. Every time I was near the breaking point and just want to stop, he would say, "Bro, just one more rep." And I would try to lift one more rep. And he would say, "Give me one more rep." It was always one rep away. So my instructor pushed me to do the things I would otherwise not do. If I were doing myself, I won't do all of those things, but I was able to do all of this because I had a coach, and that is the power of having a coach. So if you want to have a long-term sustainable result, you got to have a system that works, that's proven, and you got to have a coach to walk you through the entire system. The big guys in e-commerce are always in one mastermind or the other for coaching. I know you are aching for the prize already, all right? So calm down, all right? I'm not going to charge you 400,000 naira today, even though I could, all right? I won't do that. But I want to ask you something. If all that this package and program did for you was finally turn you into a profit pulling machine in the e-commerce multi-billion-dollar industry, will it be worth 400,000 naira? If all this package did was to take you from an average income earner to doing 6 and 7 figures monthly, will it be worth 400,000 to you? Listen, if all this package did for you was to finally help you achieve that lifestyle you've always wanted for you and your family, will it be worth it? If all this package did for you was help you pay all your bills comfortably and have extra cash to play with. Will it be worth it? I don't know about you, but um, I make an average of 1.7 million naira monthly, running an e-commerce business on the side. By the way, this is a one-time investment, and you don't have to pay again. But the information you are going to get will pay you forever. So, what do you think actually I should charge for this? Maybe I should charge 400,000 naira. What about maybe I charge 350? What about 250? Now, there are people who will gladly, all right, gladly pay all of these just to have access to the wealth of information, support, and mentorship you are going to get for the next 1 year. Here is a message from a student who had spent about 500,000 on an e-commerce course before he met me. That was not an error, guys. That's 500,000 naira. See what he said. He said, "Thank you. I am good to go. Thanks for your support. This is what we need in Nigeria. Great customer support. I have spent a lot for international products, a lot on international products without serious support. Rather, they will be asking for more. I bought an e-commerce product, zero up, a about 1,004 and all of that, over 500,000 naira. Do you know I was not able to set it up? I sent email. They all they are interested in is me coming for a one-on-one training after the huge investment. So you can see that, all right. And I also know that not everyone have this sum of money to get started with. Okay, this is why I want to give it all out to you for just 150,000 naira, just for those who are seeing this training right now. I want to make a difference in your life and business. As I am more concerned about legacy, by the way. But I must warn you, I don't need lazy people. I don't like working with lazy people. I want people who are truly and willing to put in the work. Okay, people who think coaching should be free. I don't want to work with such people. If you think coaching should be free, then of course you can go and find free coaching. Okay, I just need people who are truly ready to turn their financial situation around. Okay, but hold on. Just because you have taken the time and stayed with me up to this point, what I would do is have you pay just a tiny 1% of what this program is truly worth, only for a limited time, by the way. What this means is that for a limited time, you get to access everything I just talked about for just 35,000 naira. Yes, 35,000 naira. But I must warn you though, I reserve the right to wake up tomorrow morning and increase the price. Okay, and you won't do anything about it. Okay, so that's the reason why you have to act fast. I want you to be able to afford this and not have a reason not to be part of the 10x community. So all you have to do to gain access to all of this is click on the link or the button below this video, and you will be able to you will be taken to a page where you can complete your purchase. On the page, you'll be able to choose different payments, choose a payment method, either to pay into bank or to make a payment via Paystack or make payment online. All right. And after your payment, all you need to do is send your transaction reference code or ID and your name for verification. Verification usually takes between 5 minutes to 24 hours, depending on your bank networks. Bank networks can be crazy sometimes. So, and once your payment is confirmed, you will be granted access to the members area that looks like this. All right. So you can decide to pay via Paystack or any other payment method for verification almost immediately. If you are still here, I want to assume that you have some questions that you need to be answered. So here are some frequently asked questions, by the way. You're probably wondering how much you need to get started. And people ask me this a lot, all right? So you can get started with as low as 50,000 naira, but you must understand that the more money you will be getting started with, the more of those hot selling products you will be able to buy, all right? Now, people ask, can a student do this? Okay, if you're a student, can you do this? Here is one of my students, Mabel, who is a medical student. I mean, she's studying medicine, okay, in school. Hear what she has to say. Say 2017 was not a good year for me. I lost so much money that I was unable to recover. 2 months ago, I saw an advert about a mini importation, which I decided to go through with it. I spoke to the person, then I remembered I have a friend, Jonathan Melody. God bless. Told me a long time ago about it. I called him later, and that day he explained so many things to me, including the products to buy, products I should not buy, the agents contacts, the various platforms I can sell, creating Facebook ads, creating my own online shop, and all that. I got some money from my uncle and placed my first order. Bought the products for as low as 500 naira, and I sold them for 5,000 each. From that day, my story changed. She says your own story can change. Okay. You might be wondering. Also, I talked about the websites, right? Do I need a website to get started? Now, you don't need a full-blown e-commerce website like Konga and Jumia and all of that. What you need is a sales funnel, and I'm giving 30 of them and also show you how to set them up. This is Lydia. Lydia does not have a website. She was able to sell, 2 pieces of our products, barely 3 hours of setting up her ads on Facebook. You can see what she said. Thanks, dear. 2 people have placed order, one in Bayelsa and the other one in Abuja. 3 months later, here is a message from Lydia telling me that I have made up to 200K again. I never thought I could get such amount of money within 3 months. I'm so happy, and I keep blessing the day I saw your advert and the day God connected us. You are a regime. Heaven will definitely reward you. And she has been doing it all on Facebook. This is amazing, guys. And you are probably wondering, can I use a phone to do this business? Yes, you can, but I usually don't advise or recommend it. Having a laptop is preferable. And also, can I follow the video step by step? Now, here is Rashid. Rashid sent me an email saying, awesome work, bro. It's so detailed. Anyone can easily understand. Here is another email from Kehinde. She says, hello, sir. Pleasant afternoon to you. First and foremost, I want to really say thank you for the training materials. They are indeed awesome and easy to follow and comprehend. Following the step-by-step guide, I have finished the setup, and below is the link. Please evaluate and let me know any areas I need to correct. Thank you and best regards. So guys, anyone can, all right? I mean, anyone can easily understand the videos and follow them through step by step, as long as you understand English. Okay, if you're on this training, I want to believe you understand English, by the way. And the beautiful thing is that you will receive videos and audios that you can listen to. I'm going to send you audios that you can listen to. So probably you're driving, you are at break at work, you're in the kitchen, you can be learning. All right, this is one of its kind in Nigeria, guys. And you might also ask, do you need a store to get started? Now, this is another student of mine, okay? This my student does not have a physical store, all right? This is a message I got from him some time ago. Said I was out of the country, just got back and got some stuff ready. I have sold some already, got more, but I haven't done Instagram adverts. I'm waiting for the graphics guy to finish designing the logo. Now, what if you are very busy? There are people who say, oh, I can't do this because I'm very busy. Okay, what if you're very busy? This business can be automated, by the way. Okay, all you just have to do is set all of these things I've talked about up, all right, and you can get maybe an assistant, okay, to take your calls, and attend to your customers. Okay. And also, there are people say, oh, I'm a JJC, I'm a newbie, can I still do this? Now, the image you see here is a message from Kenneth. When he just started, here is what he says. Good morning, sir. I appreciate your patience and understanding. Don't mind my curiosity. I'm a JJC. And then some few months later, he sent me a message saying, evening, sir, I'm through with the sales page. Please check it out. The WordPress page header. I was surprised when he sent me this, to say he has been able to set up his entire funnel pages up. He has been able to set up his entire funnel page. It was so amazing. So how soon can I get started? Now, this masterclass comes with a 4-week exercise, which helps you to get you started immediately for each task you are going to, you are meant to perform. This is a masterclass that comes with a 4-week exercise, which helps to get you started immediately. And for each task you are meant to perform, you are led to the module to help you complete the task. This is the only program on e-commerce or on importation that provide this currently in Nigeria to help you get started easily and quickly. All right, that's how simplified the program is. Some people also ask, is there a support group? Yes, of course, there is a support group. I've said that before. This is one of the reasons this program is different from the ones out there. Okay, there's a support group, and I call it the 10x support group. Okay, so this is not like a training whereby you buy and probably they will put you in a WhatsApp group for 10 days, 30 days, and they will not let you to be. No, you're going to be there. I have people from 2 years ago who are still in the group, right? You can see that the group is an active one, and from time to time I give extra lectures. Sometimes I hold meetings online just to share and how you can improve, make your marketing better, improve on your business, and a lot of tips that I give from time to time. All right, inside the group, and of course in live trainings. Okay, here is something. Here is what this guy has to say. Say, Coach, you are a teacher. I so much love your style. Coach is trying to bring out the best in us by fire. If you're in this group, thank God for making you to be part of this group. I know why I'm saying this. Here is even another from Tolu, who wants to become a president. By the way, here what he has. He said, I think it's proper to appreciate Mr. Jonathan for the great work. It took me a week before I could make the payment because I was so skeptical about the package, looking at the price. Not that I have money coming like that, and with what I have seen so far, I made the right choice. My goal after test running and making my first 1,000 sales is to run for presidency. Oh, funny guy. So he felt this was too good to be true, like you probably watching this, right? And I understand I'm giving so much away for such a ridiculous fee, right? So, but like I said, I want to help you in your journey. I want to be remembered for impacting your life. I want someday you think about your journey and I'm in the picture. You are able to talk about me just the way I talk about my mentors, right? I want that someday you're able to do the same. Someday when you think about how you get started, you will be able to mention my name and remember me. That is what I want. All right. I like to over deliver. All right. If you follow me for a while now, you should know that, yeah, this is what I do. All right. However, this offers is for a limited time. Like I said, you can come back to this page and discover that it is no longer available for this price. Okay. Here is Ocon. See what he has to say. Like, good evening, Mr. Jonathan. Good evening, house. I ran a Facebook ad on a particular product to test the market. Fortunately, people came demanding for it. Yesterday, I paid for the products, and I'm expecting them to arrive in Lagos in 10 days. So you see how active this group is. You can ask questions in this group and receive answers to your questions. You want to be amongst people of like minds as you start this journey, okay? And that is what this group will help you achieve. All right, I'm actually building a community of experts who will continue to build successful business, who are willing to provide help when you need it. Here is from one of my students, Igwe, talking about the group and the program. Said, my mini importation testimony, big one on the way. Good morning. I am really glad to be here. I have been taking notes of all the happenings here, doing my research, watching the videos and all of that. But my busy schedule won't allow me because I work 7:30 to 5:30 sort of job. On a little scale, I started this mini import with some group before. before I joined this group, though not as extensive as it is here. The whole process, I must say, was confusing even for a tech or internet lover like me. Last month, um, Fahad volunteered to help newbies with ad copy. I indicated interest with him, which he did, and was super prior to writing the ad. I had no money to start, blah blah blah. With the extra help of Jade and Coach, I purchased and shipped the product which I received this Tuesday. Note I only got 10 of the product to try. Now I haven't even done Facebook. I just took some of the right up I got, made and added small ginger, posted it on my WhatsApp status. As of the time of this write up, I have sold 8 of 8. The truth is, it works, and it's so lovely to be in the midst of wonderful people, more like a family who will guide and take you by the hand. I'm glad to be part of this great family. You guys rock. So, guys, wouldn't you want to be amongst people who have your best interest at heart, right? And ready to help you grow. Okay, so just imagine what such a network can do for you and your business. Now, remember, your network determines your network, right? Here's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together, right? When you have the right people in your network, you get things done easily and you get the necessary help you need to take you to your next level in life. So are you still thinking? I want you to listen to Gladys. Hear what she has to say.
My name is Gladys. I heard about the 10S group like some 3 months or 4 months back. I had some issues with my business, so I visited a friend and he introduced me to the video about 10X. And I was wowed at the results he told me was getting. It didn't take me up to like 2 weeks. I started to go through the video and I imported my products. And I could tell you, amazingly, I got pure profit of over 500%. And it has really changed my life for good. And I can bet that all my members of my family will join this group without fail. Thank you.
Awesome. I just love all of these people. All right. I already know how to import. A lot of people will say, do I still need to, all of these? Because I know how to import already. Like I said, just share the exact system I use. Okay. If you can go ahead and implement it, good. Kudos to you. But you are going to have lots of failures, trials and errors. Can even take up to 6 months to figure it all out. This is why you need a coach. All right. This is my student that I talked about, Kasban. Kasban already knew how to do all of this mini importation thing, but he wasn't making sales even with all he knew, and he must have been taught by, of course, the gurus on Instagram and Facebook, right? Well, he took the bold step and invested in the mentorship program. 2 weeks later, he was able to sell 50 pieces of one of his products. And within 5 days of spending 5,000 Naira on Facebook ads, using one of the strategies I share, he made over 300,000 Naira in pure profit, right? And he did this all on Facebook. He didn't even implement the entire system, right? Just imagine if he had implemented everything. He probably would have doubled or tripled that money. I even shared another tip with him, and he was calling me Wheezy, by the way. Here is Akin with me. See what he has to say after giving him some tips to apply to his business. He said, "Hello, coach. Good afternoon. Do you remember I told you about me not making any sales? But with what you told me to do, believe me, I sold all of the products and just got another that just arrived today. I'm going on my PC now to fire FB and IG ads. All I know is that only God Almighty can reward you because you just helped an orphan to get himself active with no financial issues anymore. May the Lord continue to be with you and guide guide you through all the days of your endeavors. Amen. Amen. These are the benefits of that you get when you have a shoulder like mine to look over. All right. So guys, you can see that the only limitation that you have, or that you have right now, exists only in your head. The only limitation you are having right now exists in your head. There are no limitations. Okay. Now I even want to do something crazy right now. Okay, so I'm setting aside fast action bonuses. These bonuses are only going to be for those who take action immediately. So fast action bonus one is I'm going to provide you this bonus where I'm going to show you how you can start creating amazing graphics, sweet looking graphics for your products. You can see the images right here. These are the kind of images you will be able to set up. Okay. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, if you look at what you will get, we've talked about you are going to get the top 30 perfect e-commerce, evergreen e-commerce products and the marketing materials. You are getting the contents of all my China agents. You're getting step-by-step guide on how to find hot selling products. You're getting a guide on how to create profitable Facebook and Google ads, how to set up your profitable 10x sales funnel, and the softwares to use, right? You get Thrive Page Builder, the videos on how to use it, how to create professional videos for your products, 1 year support and mentorship, fast action bonus one, which is how to design eye-catching images. All right, what you are getting is over 3 million naira worth of value, but I'm not asking you to pay that. All I'm asking you is just to pay 1% of it. Just 1%. All you have to pay to gain access to all of this is 35,000 naira. Let me ask you a question. Do you still think 35,000 is too much? Honestly, for what you're about to receive, do you still think 35,000 naira is too much to invest into this? Let's even divide this into 365 days. This will give you approximately 96 naira, right? So that's less than what you spend daily buying Lacasera and Gala in BRT, right? Which at the end of the day, you are going to pass out as waste, right? But will you really say no to investing just 96 naira in your life and future daily? Do you think that this is too much? Do you think 96 naira is too much to invest in your life daily? How much do you even spend on airtime every single day? The average person spends around 4,500 monthly on airtime and data. Let's multiply this across 12 months. That gives us around 50,000 or 54,000 naira, right? How about the money that you spend on movies, ice cream, pizza, dinners? Instead of blowing all of that money on things that are going to fade away and you end up losing it, why not actually invest in yourself? Because you see, the money that you put into this is going to turn into more money. Have you ever read Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki? In the book, Robert was talking about the difference between assets and liabilities. He said poor people buy liabilities, but the rich people, or what the rich people do, is put their money where it turns into more money. Now you are getting this for life. All right, you will have this knowledge for life and you will be able to use it over and over and over again. Do you know that money replenishes itself, but time doesn't? Let me explain. You work at a company and you paid every 2 weeks or every month. You go out to pay your bills. The next month, you still get money because, of course, it's a salary, right? But do you get more time? Absolutely not, right? Working for someone for 30 something years won't make you rich or give you the freedom you want. Ask your neighbor who is now retired from working for the government or a private firm even. They are back to being broke, worried and frustrated. Only a few who understood the importance of investing are living a lifestyle free of money worries. Listen, if you want to lose weight, you can go all out to do it all on your own, doing trials and errors and all of that. But you can never get that time that you spend back. Money spent will be back, but time spent will never be back. Okay? Napoleon Hill has this to say. He said, don't wait for the time to be right, because the time will never be just right. Let me further ask you a question. Let's say you end up getting 10 pieces of a product for $2 per piece, right? Of course, from what you see that you can get products even far lower than that. All right. Let's say the cost of the 10 pieces of products is like, say, 8,400 naira, right? And the cost of shipping is 15,000. The cost of advertising is 10,000, and the cost of the shipping to your customer, let's say 20,000, right? Some customers might even buy more than a piece of your product, and that shipping cost may not be up to that amount. Now, you should know that all of these figures, they are all made up. Okay, you can even be making more than what I am assuming, right? More than what I'm actually assuming, more than the figures I'm assuming now, right? So let's say a total of what you're spending to buy the products and ship to your customers is 53,400, right? And you are selling one piece for 15,000. From what I have been showing you, you already see this is possible, right? And there are even more stories like that, right? So you end up, you sold 10 pieces and you are left with a pure profit of 99,200 after taking out your expenses. Now, do you think you would have made back the money invested and the money you invested in purchasing this course? Absolutely, right? And remember, you're not even going to stop there. The knowledge will be yours for life. And you can say you don't want to sell again, which is very unlikely, by the way. You have the knowledge to get yourself some quick cash whenever you need it, okay? For whenever the need arises, you know that, oh, you got the knowledge to actually get yourself some quick cash. So you can never be broke with this knowledge in your bank of knowledge, right? That's how lucrative this business can be if you do it the right way. I still want to even give you something more. Fast action bonus too. I'm going to give you over 2,000 sales funnels and over 2,000 sales letters and sales letter samples and 100 ad copies. The number one reason why many people fail to sell their imported products easily is simply because they don't know how to stir up the desire in their prospective customers. All right. Writing to make someone buy your product is different from just writing to pass an exam. And so with a collection of over 2,000 sales letters in different niches and ad copies, you can easily put together ways that will make people beg to buy your products. This alone is valued at over 150,000, right? My mentor wrote now charges as much as $1 million naira to write a single sales letter. But here I am giving you over 2,000 sales letters in different niches for free. Templates you can work with, simply edit to fit your product. And guess what? I'm not even done. I'm giving you fast action bonus 3. I'm going to show you how you can start getting your products very cheap here in Nigeria. You can decide to source products locally without leaving the shores of the country or bothering about going through the entire importation process. All right. All you just have to do is being able to come in contact with people who are big importers. They bring in containers, for 40 feet, and all of that. People who bring in containers, and you can work with them. This is really great. Here is a message from one of my students who did this recently. He said, I had a fantastic experience yesterday. I had an order for about 255 pieces of bottle umbrella. My landing cost from China to Nigeria is 1,300, and I had just 5 days to deliver. I thought of using Express with Chris Vickmore, but my mind was always giving me a capital no. I didn't want to disappoint my customer. I then decided to go on Dash. I can't believe getting those bottles bottle umbrellas for just 850 naira each. Can you see that? All the headache of making good profits disappeared. No shipping delay. So here is what you are now getting. You are going to get my list of top 30 perfect evergreen e-commerce products, all the marketing materials for each product. You will get the contacts of all my China agents that you can pay in Naira. Of course, you will get step-by-step ninja guide how to find hot selling products. You'll get guide on how to create profitable Facebook and Google ads. You're getting how to set up profitable 10x sales funnels. Of course, okay, you will get the Tribe Architect, page builder, and the videos on how to use it. You are going to get how to create professional videos for your products. Of course, my 1 year support and mentorship, and of course the fast action bonuses that I have here for you. How you can design eye-catching images, over 2,000 sales letters and ad copies, Facebook ad copies, and you will get to find how you can find products locally, right? All of this is valued at over 3.9 million naira, guys. I know a lot of you guys have been to training like this before and you get all excited and fired up, but what happens the next day? Probably nothing for most of you, right? And that's sad, because really I'm bearing everything for you. I'm just showing you the strategies, all right, and a few other persons, okay, that the strategy that I and a few other persons are using to make 6 to 7 figures monthly, and then most of you are not going to do anything with it and go back to the kind of life that you've always lived. And the reason is simple, right? Old habits are hard to break, right? You go back to your office and you slide back to your daily routines. The only way you are going to be successful is if we figure out a way to break that habit right now. And the way to break that is by investing into this program, and then I can come in and give you all the necessary tools and guidance and break that habit and then be successful. If you don't do that, you are going to slide back into your old habit, that exact habit you're trying to leave behind. Everything we've gone through for the last 1 hour plus will be completely useless to you, because you will end up sliding back to your old habits. The only way to break this is if you invest into the tools and the mentorship to take you to the next level. Look, there are two people who show up for trainings like this. The first is a timid and nervous guy or girl who think it's really cool and want to do it, but then they don't just take action. I don't know about you, but I don't like working with people like that. Like, those people are never successful. I like people like us. They get into a training like this and they get it, okay? They understand what the person is saying. They understand what I'm saying. They step up and then take action, and boom, they produce results and make things happen. So I'm going to ask you, are you this guy or this guy? Now, this guy is probably on this training right now, and I don't know, and I don't want you to feel guilty than you already do. But if you want to take some massive action in your life and do some cool stuff and change your life for the better, if you want to join us, this is what we are going to do. Come up, sign up right now, click on the button or link below this video, and I will put you back on the team. But hold on, let me tell you something. Here is what I want to do. I want to even do something more crazy by taking away the risk, so you have no excuse, okay? So I'm giving you 365 days money back guarantee, all right? If after going through the entire program, what I'm about to show you and implement every single information, and you still feel this is not worth what you paid for, just ask for a refund. Send me a message and I will send your money in return, all right, in full, even with an apology letter. That's how confident I am, all right, that this is going to make the difference for you. But you need to know that we will be using the honor system, okay, with this guarantee. So please respect all the time and work we have put into this program, and make sure you put it to use. I promise, if you use it, I assure you, you will have no need to ask for a refund, because you will be too busy making money. Okay. Here is one of Nigeria's finest marketers, Toyin Omotoso, who how to endorse what I do and call me out on Twitter. And those who have gone through my training had no choice but to agree with him, right? Listen, the tricks and strategies you are going to learn are so powerful that people are trying to shut me down. Okay, here is a message um, I received a few days ago. Good day, bro. You are sinking importation business. How can you be telling people on Facebook how to do this? He was telling me to stop sharing this with people on Facebook, and there are more like these every day. I keep receiving hacking attempts on my site, and I'm doing my best to keep them off, by the way, but I don't know how long this can be. Sometime last year, they succeeded, by the way, and for a very long time my site was down. So what I'm trying to say is that you can wake up tomorrow morning and discover that they have clamped down my website, even though I try as much as I can to secure and keep them up. So what is it going to be? You are either going to, ignore all that I have been telling you, and nothing changes, by the way, about your current situation, which is 100% risk-free, or you take action today and join hundreds of other persons already making a killing in the e-commerce industry. All right. And you must know that whatever choice you make today is still a choice, guys. So all you need to do is click on that link below this video, the button below this video, and choose a payment option, and then follow the instruction after your payment is successful. All right. Don't think you are doing me a favor by investing into the 10x E-Commerce Masterclass and getting all of this value worth over 3 million for just 35,000 naira. This won't help me buy a new car or build a house, right? But it's going to do everything for you. It's going to change your life, all right? The point I'm trying to make here is you're going to spend this money anyway. You're going to give this money to someone else, all right? So why not take this amount and invest in yourself and business so that you can get it back many times over? Because you will spend this money either way. So why not? If I can help you, if I can help you reduce that learning curve so you won't have to go through all I went through. The sleepless nights, the money wasted on testing different methods, strategies and systems. Do you know the resource you can never get back? Of course, now you do. It's time. All right? And what if you don't have to waste all that time making the silly mistakes I made trying to figure things out on my own? To save you the time on that learning curve. Now, this amount could take some of you maybe a year to save, some even 3 years. Truly, I don't know what level you are at. Okay, some of you have this amount readily available right now. But remember, money is just a tool. Okay, money is just a resource. It's a renewable resource. And time is something you will never be able to get back. But let me really ask you a question. What do you think will happen if you don't say yes to this? Nothing, really. That's what will happen. You will just continue to do the same things you've always done, because the truth is we are all creations of habits. All right. Albert Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again and expecting different results. So look, if you're happy with your current results, then that's fine. But if you want to create real change, then we need to start creating something significantly different. Okay, I can't stress that enough. What would happen if you really don't say yes? Think about it. What do you think would have happened if I didn't say yes some years ago? Do you think I would have been able to get to the point I am, or impacting people, doing the things that I do, changing lives? That will never have happened, right? Because at one point I was scared and broke. And those were situations, or are situations I don't wish on anyone. I wouldn't have known I can become who I am today if I didn't say yes. So think about it. What will happen if you don't say yes? I even have one more thing for anyone who pays today. Even if you don't import any products, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can still make money with this program. So I will show you how you can make money with the 10x E-Commerce Masterclass without buying a single product. That is, if you choose not to import any product. Isn't that just awesome? So here is a final recap of what you are getting if you make payments today. All right, you are going to get my list up top 30 perfect e-commerce products and all the marketing materials for each product. You're also going to get contacts of all my China agents that you can pay in Naira. You get step-by-step step-by-step ninja guide on how to find hot selling products. Of course, guide on how to create profitable Facebook and Google ads. How to set up your profitable 10x sales funnel, how to use Stripe Architect, and then the software itself. You also get how to create professional videos for your products. All right, and of course you have my 1 year support and mentorship, and of course you are seeing fast action bonuses. We're adding to this how to design eye catching images, over 2,000 sales letters and ad copies, how to find products locally that you can sell. And of course, my 365 days, no question asked, money back, ironclad guarantee. Okay, but see, you're not going to pay 3.9 million naira, even though all of these things are worth more than that. All you just have to pay is 35,000 naira. Don't just take my word for it, by the way. Hear from some of the members of the 10x e-commerce community.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Ann, and it's the first. Ever since I signed up for the 10x e-commerce, it's been all shades of amazing, trust me. The sales funnel Coach Jonathan gave for the hot selling products has really been yielding dividends. The orders I receive daily, it's overwhelming. Wow. Thank you very much, Coach Jonathan. God bless you abundantly. You're the guy who cares about our success, and we really do appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you. So have a great day. Bye.
I never knew anything good could come out of mini importation business because I failed the first time I tried mini importation. So I gave up completely that I'm not longer interested in mini importation. So I was in my house one day frustrated and I saw an advert on Instagram. I decided to check this advert out, and this man in question, the man that is in this advert, Mr. Jonathan Melody, he spoke so well about mini importation, and I felt maybe he's just exaggerating and everything he's saying is too good to be true. But I decided to just give it a try. I contacted him and I made a payment. Honestly, the money I paid is so small when I compared it to everything I gained from him, and that I'm still getting up to now. So by the time I finished with him, he taught me what to do. It took me through the basics of mini importation, everything I need to know, how to choose the right kind of product, how to sell them, the right way to sell them and get customers, how to make adverts. So by the time I finished, I made my order. I ordered for just 10 of the items I'm selling right now, and as I speak to you honestly, I've just sold 2 of the 10 and I've gotten my capital plus profit. If you are into mini importation business before and you have given up on it, I want to advise you to try Mr. Jonathan. Let him be your mentor in this business. And if you are not into it before, I will advise you to go into mini importation, but make sure you go through Mr. Jonathan. Let him be your mentor in this business. Honestly, the rest, as they say, will be a testimony. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Babala Kwemi. I joined the 10 times mini importation blueprint by Mr. Jonathan Melody. I started with a sum of 10,000 naira to buy my products, and at the first time of putting it online on Facebook, I have 7 orders. As in, I didn't expect that great turnout. It was a wow for me. And Mr. Jonathan Melody has been the best coach ever. He held me by the hands and walked me through this mini importation, how to create a website, and all sorts. He has been so wonderful. If you are looking for a guru in importation, someone that is down to heart, a selfless person, Mr. Jonathan Melody is the person for you.
Hello, my name is Dami. I'm a businessman. A few years ago, I started doing mini importation business. But after several efforts, money and time, I was not getting the result I desired, the result I was told that I was going to get. I got frustrated. In fact, I was at the point of giving up when I saw Jonathan's Melody advert about 10 times e-commerce. And I was skeptical about it because my mindset was that this is something I've spent money, time on, and I didn't get the desired result. But out of it, I decided to make a trial. I registered for the training because I loved the way he presented his training. He talked about three formula for 10 times e-commerce, which I did not know anything about. And one of the formula is using funnel. And I can tell you that today I'm not regretting it. With just one single funnel from what Jonathan taught me, just a single funnel, I got more than 35 sales order in less than 48 hours. That is huge for me, I have to admit. So if mini importation or e-commerce is what you have chosen to do, I would advise you go through Jonathan's Melody because he knows what he does perfectly. He's so good at it. Thank you, Jonathan Melody, and God bless you.
Hello guys, my name is Lydia. I want to tell you about my importation experience. All my life I've dreamt of being a big business tycoon. I dreamt of, importing business, but I really don't know how to go about it. I have little or no understanding of how to go about it, but it's my dream. So what do I do? So I kept praying to God and believing God that one day my dream will come to pass. So as God will have it, one day I was just going through my Facebook page and I came across this advert on mini importation business, how to go about it. I was like, wow, man, is this real? And I clicked on it and I saw some testimonies of people who have done that. I was really skeptical, that's the truth. I was really, really, really skeptical because there are many fraudsters out there. There are many people that will just dupe you, go with your money. But I just trust God. I prayed to God silently that God, please help me. I chatted with Jonathan. I took the bold step, chatted with him. I told him that he should please guide me. He said, okay, that I should not worry. I told him I don't know much about computer. He said I should not worry, that he would teach me what to do. And true to his words, he was just there for me. He guided me on how to register and how to do many things. I know what and what to do, how to go about it, and to the glory of God, I made my first importation just last 2 weeks. And when the goods arrived, he told me how to place my advert, how to do it. He did everything for me. He was just guiding me. I can call him anytime. He would just speak. He was very patient. Sometimes I'll call him more than 10 times a day. He will pick, asking the same question. He will still pick and answer me. Jonathan, you are a darling. So as God will have his way, I made my first importation, and after placing the advert, it was not up to a week. I started receiving calls. People started placing advert, they started calling me, I should bring goods, and as I'm talking to you right now, I've almost sold all my goods that I placed advert last week. It was not even up to 2 weeks now, and my goods is almost finished, and I'm making good profit, like sweet profit. I really want to tell you that Jonathan, you are a darling. Jonathan, I owe you a lot. I hope God will bless you for me. Jonathan, you are God sent. Please, my friends, do not be scared, do not be skeptical. Just trust in Jonathan. Though there are many fraudsters out there, but not Jonathan. I can beat my chest for Jonathan. He will guide you on what to do. He will tell you the step by step. Being a computer guru or not is not, computer literate or not, is not the problem. Even though if you are not educated, he will guide you on what to do. Just trust in Jonathan, and at the end, success is sure. Jonathan is a trustworthy person. I want to tell you that I'm so happy to be part of him. This success story, Jonathan, I want to tell you that you will never, 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 never be aside. You are part of it, and you will definitely receive your reward. Thank you very much for making my dream come to pass.
So you see, people in life can have one of two things, okay? They can either have money or have excuses. That's just it. So right now you have two options. Okay, you can decide to, sign up and get involved and then go make money, or you can come up with an excuse why you can afford it, why you can't do this at this time, why you can't do it, or whatever your excuse is today. That's fine. But the reality is you can't have both, right? You either have money or excuses, and you got to decide which one you want. I don't know about you, but I know I want money. So that's why you need to go invest right now. Click on the button below this video. Click on the button below this video to get started. I wish you success as you start your business, and I hope to start working with you soon, okay? And I'll see you on the inside. Bye.